Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I hope you're excited to see a hand transformation. Today I'm going to show you how I take my hands from this to a much prettier version. I have a lot of chip nail polish on right now and I want to make them look long and beautiful for the weekend, so if you guys want to see how I do this at home, then just keep watching. Like in all of my FUGLY to FAB editions where I'm doing pedicures at home, I'm going to start with hair removal. Surprise, surprise, I grow hair on my knuckles. Do you guys grow hair on your hands? I certainly do. So I'm going to remove it. First things first, I got to remove the oil from my skin. So I'm going to use some natural cornstarch. This is from Burt's Bees. It's just like cornstarch. You can use just cornstarch. And then remove all of the oil from your skin by rubbing it around before you apply your hard wax. I like to work with hard wax because it's not sticky, and if I spill it, I can easily remove it from any surfaces, so that's why I'm always using hard wax. It's also really sensitive on sensitive skin, so I like that. I'm going to remove all the hair from the knuckles and the hand and the upper forearm. I'm just a little lazy to do the whole arm, so I'm going to do just the parts that you're going to see. Already we're looking better. My hand looks softer and a lot brighter. I'm now going to take care of this chipped shellac. This is not regular nail polish, so I can't just wipe it off with polish remover. I need to do the hardcore polish remover method with, shellac and gel polish. This is what you have to do. To loosen up shellac, I apply acetone on a cotton pad and then I wrap it up with tin foil and let my hand sit there and activate so that I can scrape it all off after 20 or 30 minutes. It's a really long, grueling process, but once it's all off, we can move to the next step. When it comes to maintaining my hands, I just like to remove the length of the nail and then I'll file them up, make sure I push the cuticles back and remove any hangnails, but I'm not focusing on pampering the hands like I do with my feet. So this is a little bit more of an express manicure, which is just a lot more practical for me in every day. I want my nails to look good, but I don't have time to give myself a really long manicure, so this is all just maintenance. Once I have all of the hangnails removed and any excess cuticle, we can move on to the extension part, which is the really fun part for me. If you're following along, you're going to need some tips. I got these from Amazon. These ones aren't the best. I don't find that they fit my nails very well, but they still work and I've used them several times, so I'm going to probably finish them up before getting new ones. Of course, you want your tips to fit the width of your nail, and when you're placing it, make sure it's not crooked. So imagine an invisible line down the center of the nail, and then once you take your glue, apply it to the nail really straight so that your nails look straight when you finish them and they don't look crooked. That's a really big mistake I've made, and it really makes your manicure look bad. So when you're gluing them on, this is actually one of the parts you should pay attention to the most because it's going to have a big impact on the outcome. So before we work on actually building up the nail, I want to shape them. I prefer to shape them beforehand, so I'm going to remove some of the length. Always keep your nails longer than you think you need them because you'll be filing them down and they could end up too short. I also trim off some of the edges to make them more of a coffin shape. I know they look horrible right now, but what I'm going to do is shape them up with my file, and since I've trimmed off the excess, it makes it a lot faster and easier. So now I'm going to file them down. If you guys want to see a shaping video where I show you how to file your nails perfectly, I will do that. If you guys want to see it, just leave a comment below or give this a thumbs up. So I'm going to do that and make sure I get all of them to the coffin shape that I want, and this is what they look like. Now the tips are on, the nail is set, and the shape is defined, which is what we want. I'm going to make sure that I smooth out the top of the tip so that they blend easier when I apply the builder. I've definitely stepped up my game when it comes to my DIY at-home nail extensions, doing an acrylic nail look. I'm now using a professional kit. This is very good. It's a little bit expensive at first, but it definitely has saved me money in the long term because it only takes 2 or 3 trips to the salon to make up for this. So I really like being able to do this at home. You guys know I love doing my own nails. The first thing you do is apply the dehydrator, the bond, that's what's going to help this stick. Then you apply the base, dip your nail in, and what I did here was I applied a little strip just above the tip. The instructions tell you to do this if you're adding a nail extension, and then they tell you to go with the base all over the entire nail. You put that little strip there just to kind of blend the tip with the nail, but I feel like it looks too thick. I'm always trying it every single time I do a full set with this dip powder. I always try to take their recommendation, but I don't like the way it looks. So for the rest of the nails, I'm going to do it my way and make sure that they don't look as thick. Apply the dehydrator, then the base, over the entire nail this time, and then I'm going to dip it in, and I repeat this step twice for all of the nails. and that's going to build thickness and integrity. And this powder and base actually does dry and harden, so it's going to be like a regular acrylic manicure. I believe the powder that we're using to dip our fingers in is actually acrylic powder. It's just a different method of doing it than building with acrylic and liquid like they do at the salon, although this is offered at my salon at least. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, but I like to be able to do it at home because it's just a lot of fun and it saves a lot of money in the long term. So once you've built up your nails, they should look something like this. I'm gonna go wash my hands and then apply the Seal Protect, which is step 3. This is going to seal the nail and harden the polish or the base and the powder so that your nails are like ready to go. The next step would be to add a top coat. But before I do that, I'm going to make sure that my nails are really smooth. You can just take a file, make sure it's a coarse one, and then just fix up the shape or any lumpy areas where you applied the base too thick. And then you can apply the top coat and they're ready to go. This is where I like to use my nail polish. So I wanted to show you this because I have reduced my nail polish collection significantly. I'm only using non-toxic nail polishes these days. So this is what I have. I'm gonna be using this cream color. I'm going to apply 2 coats of this, and I really love doing nudes and creams because it's just so practical for everyday outfit matching with your nails. I don't know if you guys like to do that too, but if my nails don't match my outfit or if they look too different than the colors that I'm wearing, I just hate the way it looks. So I like to keep it neutral because this goes with black jeans, it goes with gray jeans, it goes with denim. I mean, it just looks good with everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is where I'm going to add my Shine Gel from Formula X. This is a really thick top coat, and I'm going to make sure that this dries before I move on to cuticle oil and hand cream. This is like the only pampering I'll do in this, just to maintain the moisture of my hands, and this is how my hands turn out in the end. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this Fugly to Fab hand edition. Thank you for watching, and please give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed or a thumbs down if you didn't. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.